Hello YouTube, we are at the end of a very hectic 6 weeks and it is a nice day outdoors, but I can't be outdoors because I've got to strip some more cells down because we are making good progress. We are up to... nope. Anyway. That is 100 cells in there. 100 cells. That is what 100 cells looks like. Done, sorted and ready. This is just under 100 cells. And the highest number I've got here is... 568. It's a bit rough. So we're in the 500s. 537 there. So we are up to around 600 cells stripped, tested, charged, discharged, charged, and not quite ready to be marked and graded to whether we're keeping them or not. We do have, I have been marking some of the cells which have failed, but you'll see that in another video. Basically, anything that fails the capacity test or doesn't charge or discharge gets a big blue dot on top and bottom so we can distinguish them from other cells. So we're working towards our 601 to 700 currently, and there's not been any videos obviously because it's been very hectic around it, and the week or the month and a half that has gone so far has been very busy. I'm on a college sort of course, a little training course to get me my electrical testing and inspecting, making it easier for me to either work for another company or go alone. I'm already self-employed as it is, but it makes it easier to work for myself, easier on the insurance, that sort of thing, easier to get in with a competent person scheme such as the NIC, NAPIT, Select, Alexa, that sort of thing. So if you're in the UK, you might have heard of them. So that's a very expensive course, best part of £1,000 down for several days learning and 5 tests. As to date, I have passed 3 out of the 5 tests, 2 practical tests, 1 multiple choice, and the last 2 tests are in June, so a couple of weeks away yet, and that's the 2 written tests. Bear in mind this course has only got a 30 to 35% pass rate. I am a little bit nervous. We've had 2 events this last 2 weeks. I've only been at home 3 weekends out of 5, and 2 events, 2 reenacting events, Royal Gunpowder Mills and at Waltham Abbey, Essex, and 1, where was it? Temple Mill, something like that. Temple Mill, Temple Farm. I'm just going to do a quick run through on these. They're not looking too good actually, these. All below 1 volt. I'll show you in a little bit. I've got to disappear to get a pen. It does appear that my pen is not where I left it. Obviously tidying up before we left this last weekend. Just got back yesterday. Left on Thursday, came back on Sunday. Oh, I've lost my pen. It's the thickest blue pen ever, but it will do for now. So we're up to 601. So I'm going to scribble on these. Oh, come on, camera. Yeah, so I want to get some of these marked up so we get them on charge. It's a nice day, no point wasting any of that additional solar power we got. The Google document is well behind. So once I've got a meaningful amount of data, I will publish it with the link, and you'll be able to see how far I've got. These aren't actually nearly as good as I thought they would be. I've had a lot of success with these orange cells so far. We've had best part of 100. Best part of 100 of these unbranded orange cells, and they're testing out around 2000 milliamp hours. 0.6 volts. We're using a nice shiny silver pen. I didn't think stripping down the cells in front of the camera would be beneficial, because everyone's done that and seen that. So my method is just using a pair of pliers to break the seal. And even there, like 1.2. 1.2 volts. 1.2 volts. 1.2 volts. But don't worry, they're not nickel metal. Yeah, so as I say, that's just the worst set of orange cells I've had so far. I mean, I've got about 30 odd there. There's 3 rows. Yeah, 3 rows in there of good. That's the worst I've seen. So they're all ready to go out on the charger. And what I do is I'm just reusing these rather than my little 20 cell holders. I'm just using the 6 cell packs, and I'm just dropping them back in there. It means I can stack them and take them out. When they come back in to be discharged, they come back in on these, and that way I know they're ready to be discharged. So I just pop these in here. So yeah, as I came back from a wedding in Devon to Kent yesterday, and it took 8.5 hours to travel around 250 miles. So my inconsiderate Whatsit decided to wrap his car around the barrier, and it's not looking good for him. A blunt pair of scissors helps quite a bit. Just got to get the pairs right. I want to keep the pairs together, although the voltage normally gives you a good indication if you've got it right or not. These ones are probably the worst ones to dismantle, time wise. Just don't want to short them out. There's so much glue and shmoo on these, it's almost impossible to get them out in one piece. So you go with that one. Try not to cut my finger off in the process. Would be helpful. PCBs go in one pile, nickel goes in another. Hopefully we'll get enough nickel so we can weigh it in. And with a pair of 6-inch pliers, I just pry the weld apart. Maybe not the best idea. People have punctured the cells. I've seen people puncture the cells. Seen people on the Facebook page on the UK, no, not UK, was it the DIY Powell page saying, "Oh, it started hissing at me." It's not good. I'm happy to say, out of best part of 600, we've only done that to 1 cell so far, which is not bad. So we've only damaged 1 cell. What I'm going to do as time goes on is I'm going to start from pack 1, or the first 100 cells, and we're going to pick on them, and also this will help me finish off my data for the document, is pick the first 100 cells, place them in the 4x20 cell holders, and what we'll do is take them 100 cells at a time, see which ones are good, see which ones are bad. That will give you a better idea as to how these cells are performing out of the packs as they come. We'll do a quick sort of failure rate, you know, say 10 out of the 100 are bad, we'll cross them out straight away. We'll weed out the medium quality cells. They can be repurposed pretty much straight away and put them into 4 cell packs, soldered and fused, and they can go straight into service in the mediocre setup we have currently, running approximately 1.7 kilowatts out of poor quality cells so far, and we haven't had any trouble. The SBMS has, as you might know, packed it in. Dacian has very kindly obviously offered to repair free of charge, which we'll be getting to sooner or later. It might be next week before I can start talking to Dacian and get that in process. But currently, I think we've had around a week, maybe just over a week, yeah, just over a week, of running the miniature Powerwall through a PWM charge controller, very basic Chinese one, with the SBMS attached to the original balance leads. And that SBMS is currently quite happily keeping the cells in balance. So we might take off the SBMS unit, because that's what I'm using to monitor the balance. So I just have to go in there and have a look at that, and it shows me the balance. Oh, 2.1. Take that off for a week or so and see if the cells stay in balance, because they're nasty, they're horrible. They're, you know, 1.3 to 1.8 amp hours. They're not the most reliable cells. Writing 618, and I've forgotten the voltage. They were about 2 volts, weren't they? You might just be able to see that. My cranky camera angles. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.1, 2.1. Oh, not much in it. So yeah, we'll go and we'll just do this. 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0. So we're now back, and we should have a pretty quiet month apart from my exams next month, so I'm going to be doing lots of revising. We'll get some more videos out, more content for you. So obviously any questions you got, stick them in the comments. I need another thing for these, and as I say, I've not been keeping tabs of how, if the voltage drops over the next couple of weeks after they've been processed. So what we do is I've got an idea for a test rig. We'll come to that in obviously another video. So once we've got 100 cells, we'll charge 20 or so a time, just top them back up to a similar voltage. Obviously TP4556s have a certain amount of variation with them, so one might charge 4.17, one to 4.15, and that doesn't help. So we'll do that. That will come to in another video. This is 20 to get going with today. I'm going to probably strip down some more. I've got another 6, 3 there and 3 on top to strip down. get them on charge today, start discharging again, keep the process going slowly but surely, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll have 700, and once we've got 700 we'll do the miniature video. This is for 100 cells, this is for the 1 to 200, this is for 2 to 300, and see what cells we got in our collection. I mean, it currently looks like a big fruit salad with the amount of colours we got, but I'm sure we can come up with a pretty pattern to stick on that. It's not actually come up with a pattern yet, so whether we're going to do 60, 80 or 100 cells in a pack, and I think for argument's sake I can't think of any better idea than the ideas that come out where you just twist the you'll see in the next video. So yeah, so I'm going to just go and put these on charge and see what that's looking like. Camera angle's as good as ever because I planned this really well. I've had to fill my pockets up with the cells, but luckily they're all around the same voltage, so we're not going to have any trouble with these. Just pop these in lightly and I'll push them in a bit further in a minute. So I've got 18 to go in here, which leaves me about 17 left. I'm going to charge these slowly because they're under voltage and go from there. It's a nice day, so I should actually get the covers cut for these and we can move forward with that. Yeah, so I've got another 12 to put in. I can't really think of anything else, to be honest. Yeah, it's just a shame that some of the new ones have got blue for the charged icon and some have got green, which kind of caught me out. Never mind. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, rate, and I'll see you, well, very shortly, I hope.